Well, hi there everyone, FarmSimgamer here and welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm going to take a little look at the Beet Harvest Addon, a wonderful new mod that was released about a week ago on the Mod Hub that's aimed at making the sugar beet farming a lot more fun, challenging and rewarding. Now I know there have already been a few videos out there in terms of a how-to guide of how to use this new mod. What I'm going to focus on today is looking at the money side of things, so the financials in terms of how much more money you can make using the sugar beet process that they've put in place. Now if you haven't had a chance to look at this basically enables you to take the base product of sugar beet and convert it into three main products. The first one of which is sugar, and then there's two additional byproducts of molasses and beet pulp. And those two additional byproducts can also be used to make secondary products. So molasses can be converted into biodiesel. Now that's not available at the moment, but it is planned for a future release of the mod. That in turn can obviously be used for vehicle fuel or sold for additional income. The beet pulp can be used at the BGA, which gives you additional revenue and of course creates an organic fertiliser. And those two additional products, byproducts of molasses and beet pulp, can also be used to create feed pellets, which in turn you can sell or use as animal feed. Now, as part of the Beet Harvest Addon mod pack, you get two factories, the sugar factory and the feed pellet factory. There are three additional custom sell points. You get the new materials or output products of sugar, beet pulp, feed pellets and molasses. Then there are also some additional pallets as well that you get as part of the pack for you to be able to transport those to the selling points. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to focus on the money side of things, so the additional income that you can get creating those new products from those two factories. Now, on the features page that's available with this mod, there's a section on return on investment, and it states the placeables are intentionally priced fairly low to compensate for the otherwise high initial cost for sugar beet equipment. So that's the two factories. They're reasonably priced, so that's a good start. In easy mode, it would still take about 4 to 5 in-game days just to break even at full production, substantially more if you're in hard mode, and the prices are also well balanced within the production rates and sell prices of the overall produce. So today I'm going to look at the additional income that you can make and how much more money you'll make using those factories and how that can boost your farming income. Now, in order to be able to demonstrate everything, I have set up all the various factories and selling points here on Felsbrunn, where the start farm normally is. So as you can see in front of me, this is the main sugar factory. We've got the drop-off point right in the front here, and then the product outputs are over there on the right-hand side. I've also put the additional selling points in just by the roadside here. So we've got a sugar selling point that's on the left-hand side. The one in the middle is for the feed pellets, and then there's a general marketplace as well. Now, you do need lime as an input as well for the sugar factory, so I've put a lime station in there as well. That's just a general one that I can get off the mod hub, and then that's the feed pellet factory down in front of us. I've also put a BGA in here which will be used for the beet pulp, or one of the outputs for the beet pulp, and I've also just put a storage facility in there as well for the sugar beets, because they come off the field pretty thick and fast, as I'm sure you know. Now, these additional items can all be found in placeables. There's a special sell point section for those three sell points, and the two factories can be found in the global company menu, the premium sugar factory and the superfeed pellet press, both of which are reasonably priced at 28,000 and 6,000 respectively. Now, in case you were wondering, the root crop storage that I actually have placed is part of the Ropa Panther 2 pack. You can find that in silos. It's fairly expensive, but it does store all of your root crops as well. So if you're wondering where that came from, that's part of the Ropa Panther 2 pack. So now we have everything in place. The first thing that we're going to do is convert our sugar beet through the sugar factory into those three products of sugar, molasses and beet pulp. So first up is the sugar beet. Now, the factory only has a capacity of 72,000 litres, so it's not a huge amount of capacity really, so it is useful to have some additional root crop storage available, because you will need it at some point. Next up is the lime. Now, this has only got a capacity of 4,000 litres, but you don't really use a huge amount, so you'll see when we go through the production process that it's not it doesn't take a huge amount of this, so 4,000 litres will get you quite a way. And if we go into the factory menu in Global Company, you will see here that we've got 100% capacity for the inputs of sugar beet at 72,000 litres and lime at 4,000 litres, and nothing showing in the outputs at the moment. So I'm going to fast forward through the night just so we can speed up the production process and see where we are in the morning. And then we'll go back into the menu and just have a quick look at the consumption levels. So we started with 72,000 litres. We've got 30,020 left. So we've consumed 41,980 of sugar beet. And we've got 3,580 left of the lime, having started with 4,000. So we've used 420 litres of lime. And that's given us an output of 8,400 litres of sugar, 8,395 litres of beet pulp and 420 litres of molasses. Now if we have a quick look at the prices, the best price we could sell regular sugar beet for is £274 per 1,000 litres. The best price for sugar is currently £1,836 per 1,000 litres. Molasses is £2,609 per 1,000 litres, and beet pulp at the BGA is £288. So if we take a little look at the sales comparison, we will see that if we'd sold the basic sugar beet, the 41,890 litres at the price of £274, that would have got us £11,503 worth of income. Now if we compare that to the new products that we've got, the 8,400 litres of sugar, that would have got us £15,422. The 8,395 litres of beet pulp, that would have got us £2,418. And the 419 litres of molasses, that would have got us £1,093. Now we need to take the cost of the lime out of the equation, but that would give us a total income of £18,838. So 11,503 versus 18,838, an increase of £7,335 and 64% up on the 11,500. Now I think it takes about 20-21 hours for the full 4 pallets of sugar to be produced. So you're kind of running into a full day. If we have a quick look at the menu now, so we've got 840 litres of molasses, we've got just under 17,000 litres of beet pulp, and we've got our full 8,400 litres of sugar. So I'm going to get the sugar moved and sold, and then I'll get this keep running, and then we'll take some of the molasses and the beet pulp over to the pellet feed factory, and we'll see what impact that has on the selling prices. Now let the factory run overnight again, and as you can see we've got 1,228 litres of molasses and 24,559 litres of beet pulp. So I'm going to get both of those products transferred over to the pellet feed factory. Now I did put a little bit over here as well, so we've already got 720 litres of molasses in here and 6,004 litres of beet pulp. So we'll add to that, and then we'll run this factory fast forward through time to see kind of where we are with the products and do a bit of a price comparison on that as well. Okay, so let's have a little look, see where we are. We have got 1,948 litres of molasses and 30,563 litres of beet pulp. So not quite full, but that will be enough just to get us going. So I'm going to turn the factory on, get it running overnight, and whilst we're doing that, we'll have a quick look at the prices. So the beet pulp hasn't changed, that's still £288 per 1,000 litres at the BGA. The molasses has gone up to £2,943 per 1,000 litres, and the feed pellets are at £1,384 per 1,000 litres. So I'll let this run overnight, we'll get a full 4 pallets produced, and then we'll do a bit of a sales comparison once again. So we have our maximum 8,400 litres of pellets. So take a look at the consumption. We started with 30,563 litres of beet pulp. We've used 22,790, and we started with 1,948 litres of molasses, and we've used 1,200 in total. So if we have a little look at that from a sales perspective once again, if we had sold the original 2 products of beet pulp, the 22,790 litres of beet pulp, that would have got us £6,564, and the original 1,200 litres of molasses, that would have got us £3,532. So a total of £10,095. versus the sale of the new superfeed pellets, 8,400 litres. That would have got us £11,626. So £10,095 versus £11,626, an increase of £1,530 and just a 15% uplift this time. Now, I did have a look at the price of pig food from the shop, and that was cheaper than using the feed pellets you sell. So I suspect it might be better and more financially viable for you to actually sell the feed pellets rather than using them as an animal feed yourself. Now, to put things into perspective and bring it back to that original return on investment that I mentioned a little bit earlier, the cost of the two factories were £28,000 for the sugar factory and £6,000 for the pellet factory. Now, they gave us an additional profit of 7.3k and 1.5k respectively, and that represented roughly 25% of the cost of those factories. So you would only need 4 in-game days to be able to cover your cost of purchase. And the additional income of £7,300 from the first stage of production came from just 42,000 litres of sugar beet. Now, you will need about 2.5 days worth of beet pulp and molasses production to give you 4 full pallets of feed pellets, but the factory cost is not that high, but there will obviously be a little bit of a delay in that second production process. But overall, I think this is a fantastic mod, and you don't need to harvest a huge amount in order to make it pay. So these 2 fields of 19 and 20 on Felsbrunn, I think we yielded about 170,000 litres of sugar beet in total, which was enough to be able to cover those first 4 days of production. Now, the cost of machinery is of course fairly expensive. Leasing's obviously an option if you're harvesting a reasonable amount, and there are cheaper machinery options available in the mod hub. But overall, I think this is a fantastic mod and certainly makes the harvesting of sugar beet a lot more interesting, enjoyable and financially rewarding as well. So it gets a big thumbs up from me, and I certainly look forward to playing with it in the future on various different maps. So that's it for the video. I hope you found it enjoyable, interesting and informative. If you have, then give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future video releases. So thanks very much for watching. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, take care, stay safe, and I will catch you on the farm next time. Bye for now.